Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, May 2nd, 2017. And I just want to let you know that I made it through the weekend. I'm still current running straight with the 300 push-ups per day for 30-day challenge. I just finished it this morning for the 8th day, I believe. 8th day in a row, 8th or 9th day. So I'm just pushing forward with it. So that's good. I woke up this morning around 3 o'clock. Did my usual practice, my routine. That's what I do. I get up, I read a little bit. I did some editing on photos in Lightroom, Adobe's Lightroom. Posted actually 2 pictures this morning to Instagram. One of them's really taken off, and the other one's kind of I realized that I could have laid kind of not laid the saturation on so heavy with that one. I think that I could have manipulated a little bit more, and that's the thing that the photography that I'm learning is that you need to shoot in RAW, which ultimately makes the photo a bigger file size, but you're able to adjust the layers a lot better, and the picture comes through a lot more crisp, and the details are a lot more noticeable. And so I'm learning all about that. And so a lot of the photos that I have, some of them are great, but some of the others it's just, you learn from it. It's not a regret or anything like that. I look at it, and sometimes not everything's going to be a hit, and not everything's going to be well received, and that's okay. That means I'm learning. And so I'm still taking as many photos as I can to put out the best content. I do have pretty strong following. I've increased a lot of followers since the beginning of the year, and my goal by the end of this year, if I keep pushing forward the way that I have, is to get over 1,000, which that's where I want to be right now. And it's to have enough people that actually enjoy the content that I make and create and put out there. So that's I'm hoping to get there. So I've got a lot of work to do, but it's entirely possible. So the thing that I wanted to hit on today was something that I believe is the most important thing in life. That is legacy. At the end of the day, if you were to pass on, I know it's kind of a morbid thought, but if it was your funeral and everyone that came to there had to go up and say something about you, what would they say? And I kind of think about that, and honestly, I think that through my actions that I have nothing to really worry about. I think that people are going to go up there, they're going to have a lot of good stuff to say about me, because it's not that I try to put on a facade or an act. It's not about that. It's about, I've been real since day one. My passion in life is helping people and helping them realize their potential and helping to change their life, because ultimately helping other people out, listening to them and helping them work through their problems, I end up learning a lot about myself and how to get through my problems in life. And that comes with practicing what you preach. If I'm talking to someone about, hey, you need to stretch outside of your comfort zone, and I tell that to 1 or 2 or 3 people and show them how to do it, and then there might be something that I've been sitting in my own comfort zone for a while, and I don't want to feel like a hypocrite, and so I ultimately will challenge myself to stretch outside my own comfort zone. And so ultimately I'm helping them, but I'm also helping myself, which is extremely important. So at the end of the day, when people talk about me, they're going to know, Matt, this. I'm not worried about my legacy. I'm doing the best that I possibly can. I live every day to the fullest. I live it with passion, and I do what I can to help other people out. And it's not about me. I'm willing to listen to people without, having to think about what I'm going to say next. But there's some people who, if they were to pass away, or when they do pass away, and someone had to get up there to say something nice about them, it's going to be a struggle. They're like, well, man, she was, they're always happy, friendly kind of person. You can always have a beer with them. He was my cousin, I was related, you know, we were blood and this and that, you know, I remember the good times growing up as kids, you know, and really that's all they can really say. But the stark reality is that they didn't leave a very good legacy. You know, people are going to, in the back of their minds, they're going to be thinking, you know, this guy or this person ran this department or, you know, had this job, but realistically they should have lost that job because they weren't the best person for it. You know, they were always late, or they never showed up. They had poor attendance. They didn't get anything done. You know, they only had that job because of nepotism, or that they knew somebody and, you know, somebody gave them that job. They didn't deserve it. They weren't deserving of it. And I think that anything you have in life that you fight for, that you deserve, and you get, you have to fight for. And I think that's the best thing, because, you know, it's like in any sport. If you're the best player in the game doing what you do, you best believe there's going to be a target on your back, and other people are going to be coming for your spot. And I think that's a good thing, because it teaches you to, you know, to change and to learn and to stay on top of your game in order to be a better person, a better employee, just an overall a better person. And so, yeah, you know, and if you keep your job or what have you for a long time because of the fact that you're related to someone, or the fact that you are in there and there's no one else that can take you out of there because of you have so much power, but you're not deserving of that job, you know, people are going to talk about you when you're gone. So that's the question that I pose to you out there is, what's, at the end of the day, when people were talk about you after you're gone, what's your legacy going to be? You know, what are your kids going to think? You know, what are people going to tell your kids? Like, man, you know, your mom was an alright person, but, you know, she had a really dark side, man. She had problems, she had issues. You know, with me, when I pass away, my daughter's going to know that I help people. I was nice to people. I was caring to people. I was a passionate person. I was fun-loving, friendly. I was great at photography. I was athletic. I took my health seriously. I love to cook. I love the outdoors. I love hiking and camping and climbing mountains. And I just love being outdoors. I love baseball. I love the Mariners. I love the Seahawks. I miss the Supersonics. You know, and I love my University of Washington Huskies. And I care about reading and all that other stuff. And she's going to know that. And people can't really say anything bad about me. You know, I don't have to worry about that. I spent enough time working on myself over the years that I know that I'm a good person, and I know that my legacy is going to live on. You know, I'm going to have, there people aren't just going to show up because they feel guilty. They're going to show up because I had an impact on their life. You know, when people show up to your funeral, you know, are they showing up because they want to pay their respects, because this is the last time that they're going to see you? Or are they showing up because you had an impact on their life? So I want people to show up to my funeral knowing that I had an impact on their life. Their life improved because of me, because I was in it. And that's not an egotistical statement. I'm saying that the way that I live helps people, I believe. And I hope that at the end of the day that people will remember me for that, and that my legacy will live on, and my daughter will be proud of who her father was. You know, and my fiance will be proud of who her husband was when we eventually get married. You know, and it's important to me. Legacy is important. It's more important than money. It's more important than cars, than jewelry, than shoes, than entertainment systems and TVs and video games and anything materialistic. Man, legacy lives on. You know, your money could, you know, currency could be a foregone conclusion. It could never exist. You know, it could be gone. Money doesn't exist anymore. Back to the bartering system. People traded pelts and furs for guns and knives and stuff like that for hunting. And, you know, we could go back to that. Who knows? But at the end of the day, legacy will outlive anything else. And that's important to me. And that's what I want, you know, to pass on to my daughter, that, you know, she'll know who I am. And there won't be anybody out there that can say anything bad about me. And that's important to me. Because I don't really care what people think about me or what they say about me, but I know that the kind of person that I am and how I live every single day will leave a legacy that will reflect that, you know, I was a great person, and that other people might not understand where they are in life, but I did. I had a good understanding, I was very self-aware of myself. I cared about other people, and yeah, that's gonna be my legacy. People know me for who I am. You know, I'm not gonna be one of these people that they pass away and people are struggling to find something good about him to say. You know, we grew up together. He or she was a great kid growing up. You know, I remember the first time we got drunk together, or, you know, I remember we could always grab a beer, or we could do this and that, and, and, you know, he cared about his family and his kids. Yeah, people should care about their family and kids. That's a given. But, you know, ask yourself, you know, what's your legacy? What kind of legacy are you leaving for the world, for your family, for the following generations? Are you going to leave a legacy that showed that you overcame something, that you took? Everyone said that, you know, no one will ever do this, and you didn't listen to them, and you overcame that, and you became the first person to do that very thing. Or a lot of people counted you out, and you overcame that, and you became an example that people lead or that follow for here on out. You know, you were the example that people will remember for years to come, because you're the one that set the precedent. I want to be that person. And I don't have anything really to worry about. I don't believe. And at the end of my life, my legacy will stand for what it is. So ask yourself, what's your legacy? Please subscribe, comment, like, share, all of that stuff. Send me questions. I want to hear questions from everyone. So if you watch this, send questions in. Let me know what you think. Suggestions, feedback, negative or positive, it doesn't matter. I take criticism very well. So I would love to hear what you guys think about my videos and the content that I'm putting out. So thank you very much. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.